for being here. Oh, look at Cosmo. You put Cosmo up there. How sweet. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've got this phone here in case I need to communicate with Kaylaj. Oh, I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I slept really good and I went to bed at like 5:30 in the afternoon yesterday. I guess I'm just catching up from all the overworking for so long. I've been working this and 2 other jobs for 5 years now. Oh, okay. This reading is going to be interesting because of the music that I got. Someone has been betrayed, but I don't think they know they've been betrayed. Honestly, I don't think they have a clue. And I don't think they're gonna I don't think they're gonna do anything about it. I think they're just gonna move on as if it didn't happen. But let's see what's going on here. I got 2 songs. What was the first one? Hey Asha, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you put your name on the list today because I know you had more questions yesterday, and I'm happy to answer those for you today. Somebody's been betrayed. Your Betrayal, I think, was the name of the song. Let's see. There was 2 songs. There was all right, let me just search for it because it's not coming up. I looked it up on that phone. Your Betrayal, Bullet for Valentine. Okay, so here we go. And I want to say too that when I played the song, when I asked Spirit for the song, Cosmo was on my shoulder and he started going crazy. Like this song bothers him a lot. He does not like the vibe of the song at all. Let's just real quick check the energy. Spirit, can you please lead, guide, and direct this reading? Take over. Use my voice as a mouthpiece for you to speak only what you would have me to speak and to be silent when I need to be silent. Use whatever you've given me, whatever abilities you've given me. Yep, negativity here to get some clarity on the situation. Some of you know you've been betrayed and some of you don't. And I think that there might be some surprises that come out in the video. So just beware that you might find out something you didn't know was happening. But it sounds like that just from the music, wow, that it's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. And remember from yesterday's reading when we talked about the new moon, and that's what we have going on right now. That new moon is in full swing. And remember, I'm gonna remind us. Let's go there first and talk about the moon that we're going through right now. Let's see. There's a lot going on astrologically right now. A lot. Time to purge. Standing up for values. Interesting. Transforming communication patterns. Material changes. Aligning communication with partnership. Oh, wow. Somebody's going to be making plans, harmonizing authentic collections, making more plans. There's a lot of plans being made right now for something. Alright, Spirit, what is it that you want me to see about this here? Let's go to the calendar. I want to look at the moon phases. Right now, the moon is in Taurus, but it's about to move into Gemini. Okay, so I'm going to read you both of these, because today the moon is going to change from Taurus into Gemini. Yesterday we talked about this. The moon in Taurus, increasing pleasures. Both La Luna and her ruler Venus are exalted in their respective signs during this lush moon in Taurus. Here the moon is rich in sensuality, grounded, indulgent, and quite simply delicious. Venus in her exaltation sign of Pisces is romantic, unconditionally loving, divinely inspired, and possessed of a deep and sensitive vulnerability. Together, these symbols of the sacred feminine have the power to shift our physical world and initiate a more solid yet still deeply soulful way of living. After all, this is what Venus is all about, and as the ruler of Taurus, she has the final say as to how events will unfold over these next several months. Taurian energy symbolizes the rose coming into the fullest bloom, gently, opulently releasing its scent as it unfurls. The journey ahead, as such, a gentle, tender, and soft, as such, is gentle, tender, and soft for the most part, at least. Yet there's a catch. Roses are delicate as they are. I'm sorry. Listen carefully. Yet there is a catch. Okay, so right now things are going to be, the journey ahead is gentle, tender, and soft for the most part. Yet there's a catch. Roses are delicate as they are, have their thorns. Mars, god of war, meddles in this lunation via square to both luminaries. In Leo, Mars is proud, energetic, creative, and boldly self-expressive. He's also somewhat arrogant and not a little dramatic. So this is there could be some drama. There could be some drama. There's going to be some drama. The energy is in stark contrast with the typical Taurian tenderness, revealing a tendency to potentially sacrifice the security that we've worked so hard for in order to assert our more egoic drives. It may even be a case where we've been quiet for far too long, and now being the moment in which we feel a deep urge to fight for what's rightfully ours. So you could have been overlooking offenses that someone was causing you and just letting it go, kind of sweeping it under the rug. And now you're going to have this urge to be like, you know what? The hell with you. I'm not going to keep being gentle with you when you have been betraying me. That's the feel this has, okay? Whew. Help us, Spirit. Neither strategy is likely to work. So just being quiet and keeping it, just sweeping it, that's not going to work. And neither is raising hell to try to make it work. Because you have no control over other people. We have to remember that. We don't have control over other people and their behaviors. We only can control our own. This new moon is not about brimming with frustration, whether that's directed toward our lovers, our financial situation, or our sense of security. It's also not about upsetting all our stability in a heated, hasty moment in which we give in to the primal urge for all-out war. So be careful that you don't get so upset about something that's going on in any area of your life that you want to finally just go to war over it. Instead, it's about coming into alignment with both sides of the coin. So we need to align ourselves. And I think that's what the music is encouraging. Because I think you're realizing that somebody has been bullshitting. And you're like, why should I put up with that? I should speak up. But Spirit's saying, don't put everything that you've worked hard for on the line just so you can be heard right now. Because you're not going to be heard. It's not going to work. Okay? So keep that in mind. Right now you need to come into alignment with both sides of this. You need to get a balance. You need to not allow this person to continue that behavior, but at the same time, don't go to all-out war. You need to be gentle and kind, even though they've betrayed you, and don't allow them to continue that behavior. Put your foot down gently, okay? Put your foot down, but gently. It's about not getting stuck in a comfort zone thinking that things will simply happen. So also, you don't want to get stuck in this place and be like, well, I'm having to put up with this, this, and this, but I'm getting this, this, and this out of it. You need to be willing to be prepared if the universe says it's time for you to act, okay? It's about not getting stuck in a comfort zone thinking that things will simply happen. The shadow of Taurus can be lazy, indulgent, and stuck in a comfort zone. Nor is it about forcing a situation. This new moon is about creating a delicate balance of knowing when to wait and when to take action. The true art of war lies in being patient, yet always being ready to spring into action when the time comes. So before we react in fierce stubbornness, in anger and frustration, let's take a sweet moment to smell the roses, to really smell the roses, to create a strong, grounding foundation for our garden to bloom, yet to ensure that we plant what we create. What we create is fiercely guided by the flaming sword of Mars. Our intentions are precarious. Our relationships, our security, our roots, these all deserve the deepest of protection in a way that doesn't cut and burn, but rather preserves and nourishes what we hold most dear. So, you don't want to destroy... Okay. Do you remember I had lost my ring yesterday? Well, I looked under my bed and I found it. It was under my bed. So what I got from that, somebody's been taking their ring off. We all know what that means. We don't have to pretend like we don't know what that means. And I think that you know that this is what's been happening. They've been taking their ring off and pretending like they're not married anymore. But you know better. You know better. Somebody is betraying somebody, okay? Now, remember I told you this was about the woman at the well. And she was from Samaria. And Jesus was taking the long way around to get... Because you could either go through Samaria and get to Jerusalem quickly, like in 30 minutes, or you could go all the way around and it might take you 2 days. And a Jewish person during this time, they hated Samaritans. Samaritans were looked at as unclean and unholy people. At that time, there was a lot of prejudice, a lot of racism. The Samaritans were treated very poorly by racism. And so the Jewish people of that day would never go through Samaria. And he talked to the woman not knowing her at all. And she said, "You're not supposed to talk to Sumerians. Don't you know that we are pagans and we worship at our pagan temple?" And his answer to her was basically, "You're just a person, just like anybody else. And I know what you've done. I know better than you know what you've done." And he started naming off all the men she had been sleeping with. And she was so amazed and convinced that this was truly the Messiah. And he told her not to tell anybody. And she ran and told anyway. And it stirred up quite. This is kind of what began the end. The end for Jesus. And it was his kindness towards someone he shouldn't have been kind towards. And she betrayed him by going and telling things that he asked her not to tell. But she did it, and her motives were right, but her actions were wrong. You see what I'm saying? So be careful. Your motives could be right, but if you're not careful, your actions right now could be very wrong. You don't want to destroy the security. You don't want to destroy the garden that you've tended and you've taken such care. You want to make sure what you're planting there is going to produce what you desire to have in the next several months, because that's what's going to happen. What you're planting now, those intentions that you've set for this new moon over the next several months are going to produce seed for you. They're going to produce the fruits of your labor. Okay? Alright, so then I wanted to also read you about what happened. The moon is about to change. The moon's going to change today into Gemini. And with Gemini, it's going to be a spark for new connections. Interesting, huh? Okay, Moon in Gemini. Embracing your charming and versatile nature, expanding your network and knowledge. And the goals are learning to express and listen, focusing amidst multiple activities. You hear, Cosmo? The Gemini moon is all about putting our finger in every pie, growing our network, uniting people to one shared agenda, sharing information, learning new things, and embarking on new adventures in life. However, this fascinating period comes with some liabilities. The restlessness under its influence is at its peak and makes it difficult to focus on one thing. Oddly enough, it seems fascinating to judge multiple activities simultaneously. Resultantly, it evokes delays and failures marked as a period of idleness and carelessness. The benefit planet Moon, when positions itself in hyperactive Gemini, brings your pleasant, witty, and charming side to the front, and people feel curious to know about you. You feel happier to recognize yourself and try new things. Your boundless creative imagination makes you open-minded and exceptionally versatile. It is the time to rise and shine under the fantastic combination of breezy and curious lunar energy that is also edgy and fickle. The need to learn to express yourself and patiently listen to others' point of view becomes a priority to avoid misunderstandings. Geminian moon supports intellectual, mental, and communicative activities to propel you toward the path of success. Okay. So I think we'll stop there with that and we'll go to the music. Alright. I hope I'm not boring you senseless. Betrayal. Your betrayal goes like this. Am I going insane? Insane? My blood is boiling inside my veins. An evil feeling attacks. My body shaking, there's no turning back. So take your eyes off the trigger. I'm not to blame if your world turns black. As your eyes start to blister, there's just no hope for our final embrace. So here we are. I'm in your head. I'm in your heart. You were told to turn away. Soak the place and light the flame. Pay the price for your betrayal. Your betrayal. Your betrayal. I was told to stay away. Those two words I can't obey. Pay the price for your betrayal. Your betrayal. Your betrayal. I'm in my turn. I'm sorry. Is it my turn to die? My heart is pounding as I say goodbye. So now I dance in the flames. I love you, crying and screaming my name. You said that we'd be forever. How could you kill me and lie to my face? Now that we can't be together, there's just no hope for our final embrace. So here we are. I'm in your head. I'm in your heart. You were told to run away, soak the place and light the flame. Pay the price for your betrayal, your betrayal, your betrayal. I was told to stay away. Those two words I can't obey. Pay the price for your betrayal, your betrayal, your betrayal. Go. So here we are. So here we are. I'm in your heart. I'm in your heart. I'm in your heart. You were told to run away, soak the place, and light the flame. Pay the price for your betrayal, your betrayal, your betrayal. I was told to stay away. Those two words I can't obey. Pay the price for your betrayal, your betrayal. So somehow one of you was told to basically walk away and don't look back. Just leave it all behind. Burning it to the ground, basically. But I don't suggest that. That's just a song lyric for saying, walk away and leave and don't look back. And the other one was told to stay away, and that was something they could not obey. So it's almost like both of you had a part in this. It's like one of you knew better. You saw the red flags, and you knew you should just walk away and never look back. And the other one was told to stay away from somewhere, and they couldn't obey that. They just couldn't control themselves. They had to do it anyway. Interesting song. And so I said, Spirit, what's going to be the outcome of this situation? And then I got Pass It On, Ryan Hurd. And this is a very different song than the one we just heard. It goes like this. How country do you want to go? If you got a little smile in your pocket, or maybe just a joint. If you got a little weight in your wallet, or right direction to point. Some good advice, or good vibes, or a little positivity. Yeah, if you got a full cup, then split it on up. Like somebody did before me. Pass it on, pass it on, pass it on to someone else. What good is your dollar or your love or your bottle if you keep it all to yourself? There's enough to go around to send it on down, 'cause you can't take it with you when you're gone. So pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. What a shame to see an old record collection collecting dust. And all that trash can never be treasured if you're never going to give it up. So if you got 9, then I reckon 8's fine. So share it while the beer's still cold. And what's so great about a great story if the damn thing never gets told? Pass it on, pass it on, pass it on to someone else. What good is your dollar or your love or your bottle if you keep it all to yourself? There's enough to go around to send it on down, 'cause you can't take it with you when you're gone. So pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. If you're gonna roll it, pass it on. If you're blessed, then show it, pass it on. Before you get to going, pass it on. If you're happy and you know it, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on to someone else. What good is your dollar, your love, or your bottle if you keep it all to yourself? There's enough to go around, so send it on down, 'cause you can't take it with you when you're gone. So pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. So, I'm not sure what to make of that. It's like you were messing around with the wrong people. Why are you? What is going on here, Spirit? Like, what am I missing in this situation? Show me what I'm missing. What am I missing? Still love you, Tyler Rich. And it goes like this. I knew it happened sooner or later in this small of a town. Our paths bound to cross. I'm doing fine, yeah, most of the time. But that little smile you shot me threw me off. You got that newly single makeup on your face, dancing with some guy you know I hate. And I got that dying to kiss you feeling I can't shake. Even though I know it's a mistake, how can I still want you every time I see you and tell you that I'm good when you hurt so bad? How can I forgive you after all that we've been through? Pretend that you never said what we can't take, that you never said what you can't take back. How can you look in the eyes of the face that you lied to? Forget you. I'll try to. I'm trying to. How can I still love you? How can I still love you? I don't even like you. They say love is simple. Don't complicate it. But they never tell you how it really feels when it goes and leaves you. I'm broken and jaded. I'm turning a bar into a battlefield. I'm going back and forth, burning it to the ground over that old flame we can't put out. How can I still want you every time I see you? Tell you that I'm good when you hurt so bad. How can I forgive you after all we've been through? Pretend you never said what you can't take back. How can you look in the eyes of the face of that person you lied to? Forget you. I'll try to. I'm trying to. How can I still love you? How can I still love you? How can I still love you when I don't even like you? I don't even like you. I don't even like you. Yeah. How can I still want you and tell you that I'm good when you hurt me so bad? How can I forgive you? Pretend you never said what you can't take back. Yeah. Now how can you look into the eyes of the face of the person that you lied to? Forget you. I'll try to. I'll try to. How can I still love you? How can I still love you? How can I still love you when I don't even like you? How can I still love you when I don't even like you? Okay. So now we understand a little bit better what's going on here. You're dealing with somebody who betrayed you, but you can't. It's like both of you knew that the best thing to do was to just walk away and not look back. One of you were even told to not come around. Like somebody literally said, "You're not welcome here. Don't come here." And you would do it anyway. You did it anyway. And because of the two of you doing things you knew you shouldn't do, you ended up separated. And now you still can't get over that person. Even though they hurt you, they did something to hurt you. And that's what I think that's really what I'm missing What did this person do, Spirit, to hurt the other? What? I know they lied to your face. They were a drama starter and they were not hustling. What did they do, Spirit? May I see, please, how this happened? It was a karmic friend you were hustling with. So you and this friend or a group of friends were karmic friends, yeah. This was a karmic friend. They have a ring, but it's on the wrong finger. Do you see that? It's like they have an engagement ring on the wrong finger. So they could have been telling you that they were single, but they were actually married. Alright, show me how this happened. Somebody was ignoring you and saying they weren't hustling. Or maybe you were telling them, don't be hustling. And they were ignoring you and they were like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. I can hear them now. I'm going to do what I want to do. They said, don't come around here. You're not welcome here. This is like somebody's family saying, you're not welcome to be here. But you would come around anyway. Or not you, but you know what I'm saying. Somebody was hustling and they hit the jackpot. Alright. Show me how they betrayed you. May I see, please? How was this person betrayed? This was somebody who was an obsessive lover. And they were dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, and karmic. And now you're haunted. You have bad memories, flashbacks, and traumatic side effects from this person. This person put you through hell, or reverse any roles you need to. Alright, what was being hidden? That somebody was running. So you were after this person and you were obsessed with them. Somehow there was a haunting involved. Could have been a death tied to this. Trauma. There was a trauma of some sort. And you were obsessed with this person. They were running from you. What's being shown? Okay. That they were a boss daddy who made a dirty offer. They had fake accounts. They were impostering. They were impersonating people. And they were all in your head because I think you knew that they were a thief. I think you knew that this person was a fake, a phony. They weren't a boss daddy. They're showing up as one, but they were somebody who makes dirty offers. They impersonate people. They have fake accounts. And they were all in their head about stealing, being a thief. Alright, what's going to happen next? This is played out. A girl fight is here. There's been a girl fight. 2 women or 2 men or a man and a woman. And it's over now. But somebody's been trying to steal your creativity, your ideas, duplicate you, feed off of you. They may be creating a fake account to pretend to be you so that they can make money by saying, hey, you know, I'll hook you up this way or that way. Like lately I've been getting a lot of, I'm on that page on Facebook, not endorsing Facebook, but I'm on, where's my refund page, watching my tax refund, you know. And I keep getting these DM me about getting $10,000 from Cash App. And I'm like, screw you. I'm not getting involved in that. That's a scam. I'm no dumbass. I'm no dumbass. So don't play me like a dumbass. But this is somebody who does that sort of thing. They create these fake accounts and somehow they're all in their head because they can't steal. Why are they all in their head and pretending like they can't steal? Because this is how they get you to give them money. They got you convinced that they're not a thief, so you'll give them money. Damn it. And you're uninterested in this. You don't even care, or you don't know. Something's going on here, or you're uninterested. Maybe you're not interested in their scamming and you're just not going to get involved in it and you've told them that. Alright, let's start off with some virtues because we definitely got something going on here, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey Kurt, what's up, sweetheart? Thank you for the love. Hey Sophie. Hey Sophie, darling. Alright, what's going on? Okay, there we go. I mean, that says it all right there, does it not? Integrity came out. We need integrity, don't we? Yes, we do. Somebody doesn't have any courage. And we also need respect. I'm hearing that song, respect, 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 or something like that. So there's a lack of courage here. Look, and there's also a lack of love here. Somebody needs to have integrity and respect. And they're a coward. And I'm not showing any love to this person. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much for all that sweet love you're sending me. Alright, so let's find out. Let's talk. Let's pretend like we're these people. Let's talk about how this happened, because this is something serious. First, I want to pull rocks. What is it with the courage, Spirit? Why do I have no courage? What's going on when it comes to no courage in the rock? Speak to me, Spirit. No courage from the rocks. What is it that's going on here when there's no courage from the rocks? Spirit said, this is your friend that has no courage. And, oh my God, and your family. Your friend and your family has no courage. Joshua is somebody's name. Alright, what about integrity? So there's no courage when it comes to your friends and family. You're a coward when it comes to your friends and family. What about integrity? Integrity is about having success, joy, and acceptance. Somehow integrity is about your success, your joy, and being accepting. Alright, what about respect? Respect, respect, respect. You gotta have respect. Oh yes, P-E-C-T. That's your respect is about believe, and strength. There's your strength that you don't have over here. So somebody respects because they believe in their strength. Alright, so now we kind of see what that stuff means. So let's move on here and see what else we can find out. Alright, show me how this happened using the, somebody was medicating and dependent. Oh, they were hooked on drugs and alcohol. Show me how this happened, Spirit. They were manipulating and trying not to medicate. Oh, Lordy Jesus. That card's all bent up. I thought I saw a card in the wrong deck. Yep. Didn't I? Okay, here we go. So you were born to stand out, but you're not doing it. You're not doing it. Alright, show me how this happened. How did this happen? Whoa. Okay, remember the obsessive lover? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to turn all of this around because it's all in reverse. Somebody was fixated. Look at them. They were obsessed. Obsessed. They may have even been doing some kind of spell work. Moon magic. They were sick. See the pumpkin? Remember somebody was haunted by the obsessive lover? This person, the haunting could have been them trying to put spell work on somebody. They were fixated, misguided, non-action, an embarrassment. Okay. So this person wanted to be with somebody bad. They were so fixated. But they were misguided. And to me, that's saying you led them on or they led you on, but they wouldn't take any action. And this embarrassed them. Oh my goodness. What's being hidden, or what was, that this made somebody feel secondary. They were invading your privacy. And somebody was just walking away. They felt like they weren't the first priority in your life, and they were watching you walk away. Alright, and what's being shown, that was happening in secret, that somebody's empty. Woo, emptiness. And what's going to happen next? Somebody could have something going on with their teeth. Could have recently had x-rays on your mouth. Somebody's going to do something ruthless. They're medicating, they're doing drugs and alcohol, and they're not going to be stagnant. They're going to do something that's going to cause them to get even more negative. Wow. And look, they're also dependent on somebody. They're getting effed up. They're ruthless, and they're not stagnant. Like they're getting more and more ruthless, more and more. They're going further and further downward spiraling in this addictive behavior. And it's causing them to feel empty. And they're fixated, misguided, and they won't take any action. So they're an embarrassment. Maybe they're fixated on these drugs, not a person at all. And they're misguided, so they won't take any action. It's like, you want them so badly to do something with their life, to get their shit together, and they won't. So you're embarrassed by this. And they don't feel like you love them as much as the other people in the family. And so they're watching you and just, somebody has red hair, they're walking away. They're dependent though. Show me what's going on besides they're feeling empty. They're a coward. Remember, you have no courage and no lust. You're a coward and there's no lust. I don't know what that means, but I mean I do. And look, this person's pitiful. Pitiful. What are we going to do about this, collective? This is awful. All right, let's see. What is the family saying about how this happened? What is the other person that's involved here? They're saying that there was a gift and a mature woman. So there's a mature woman that's been giving you something. It could be your mother or your grandmother. And they know you're not working, or they're not working. All right, what's being hidden? So what's being shown is a mature woman. She's no longer in the picture, but there's a gift. So she could have left you some, like an inheritance. There's an official person being hidden. Alright, that could be probation or something of that nature. Or somebody official. Number 22, number 17, and number 6 in reverse. And what's being shown? That there's a house involved. And what's going to happen next? Somebody's going to go to prison. I think they may have already gone to prison and they're going to get out of prison. Prison's in reverse. So they may have gotten out of prison. Woo! This person. What's going to happen next once they get out of prison? They're going to have a main female who has no concern. They don't care. And this is their main male. But they don't care about this person. They're like, I don't care. I know what you were doing. And I know how you are. And I don't trust your ass anymore. Somebody's mother or grandmother could have given them help while they were getting fucked up. Or their aunt. And they didn't feel like they were ever good enough. Secretly, they were invading your privacy, and you just walked away. You were like, I can't put up with this anymore. And there was an official person. There could have been law enforcement involved here. There could have been somebody that was invading their privacy. Like, they could have had cameras on them, selling to undercover cops. And they were a coward. They had no lust. And they were empty. It's like they didn't have any desire. No desire. They were empty, a coward, and somehow there was a house involved. And they got out of prison, and there was a woman. Their main female had no concern. Why did she have no concern? Because she didn't want to be in despair over this lover anymore. And she had no expectations of this person. None. I don't think she thought this person was going to change. Or whoever this is, it could be your family that felt that way. And you were taking this person back. And they were like, you're an embarrassment. Why would you do that after all this time? You've gotten your shit together. You walked away. You were born to stand out. And you're not standing out because you're with this loser. Alright, let's see what they would say. What's the truth here? What would this person say? The one that is maybe getting out of prison or has gotten out of prison. What would they say? This person, what would they say? They would say, I forgive you. Oh, wow. So they're the one that has to forgive? What? So somebody here might have gotten them set up to go to prison by getting them to buy or sell to the police officers. What's being hidden? That I hope you're happy and I fantasize about you. Ooh, wow. I don't know what to say. Alright, and what's being shown? That I'm waiting for an apology. I scared myself that day and I don't trust you came out. Damn. What's going to happen next? Somebody gets this message. I don't get it. Look, somebody's going to say, I'm sorry. I understand you better now. So somebody's going to apologize. This is all going to be made right. Why are you saying I'm sorry? Because I don't know what to say. And I want to tell you so much. What do you want to say? I'm going to get some more cards. That I lied to you. And I hope I will see you again sometime. I know I made a mistake. So this person really, really is remorseful for whatever they did that ended them up incarcerated. They feel bad about it. And they're wanting to make it right with somebody. And I don't think this person is sure if they should, trust them right now. Alright, show me what's going on now, Spirit. It looks like this could have happened recently or in the not too distant past. Sometime in the last year or two. Month or two. Something like that. Show me how this happened. If you're understanding this, please like it. Make sure you're subscribed and share the video, okay? So this can get out to as many people as possible. Show me how this happened. Somebody said 5 little words. You decide where to eat, but I don't think it was about that. It was probably, hey, let's go get some dope or, something like that. Whatever they said, what were they talking about? Check yourself. You're playing with fire. So they said 5 little words that caused them to have to check themselves for playing with fire. So yeah, they were talking about getting high or something. They were fixated and an embarrassment. What was being hidden or what's being hidden now? May I see, please? This is an interesting reading for sure. Ding dong. Ding dong. That you couldn't agree to disagree with this person. So secretly, you would not agree with this person. Like, sometimes you can just agree to disagree. But with this situation, you were like, I'm not agreeing to nothing you say. Alright. What's being shown? Like, me and you are on different pages here. What's being shown? It's a lot of cards. That you need to deal with your drama. You giving too many fucks. Your family's getting on your nerves. They need to shut the fuck up. Oh my goodness. And you're bearing your soul. You need to shut the fuck up and quit bearing your soul about how your family gets on your nerves. You care too much. Deal with your drama. So what's going to happen next? So you talk about your family and stuff. What's going to happen next? Somebody's still going to be waiting. What are they waiting for? Get hot and sweaty? What do you mean don't get hot and sweaty? It's like they don't want you to get hot and sweaty. Why don't they want you to get hot and sweaty? Why are they still waiting for that? Because fuck feelings, you have logic for a reason. And their waiting came out in reverse. All of it came out in reverse. So they're going to unplug. This can be turned around. I think somebody's in their head. Somebody's going to still be waiting because you're going to go work out and say, fuck feelings. I'm not dealing with you. I'm going to unplug. And it's time for anal. So you're going to examine this a little deeper. What do you see when you examine it deeper? Fuck your job. Okay. And you can't say thank you enough. And you fucked up came out in reverse. So don't fuck up by saying fuck your job. You about to say fuck somebody's job. It's like you don't want to do the work. You're not wanting to get involved in somebody's job. They're probably trying to get you to do something you don't really... They're probably trying to underpay you because they know you just got out of prison and they might think you can't do any better or something like that. Alright, we're going to find out more about what the hell's going on here. I can tell you that right now. Spirit, talk to me, baby. What happened here? Tell me what happened here. May I see, please? What happened here? May I have some details? There was the death of a loved one. Alright. What was being hidden? Oh my goodness. That there was jealousy. Somebody was a runner and a chaser. Somebody was going through grief and sorrow from that death. Somebody needed to open up and trust and they were bored. Call me on the bottom top. And December is significant. Brown hair. Alright, what was being shown? That was what was being hidden. What's being shown? That it's someone you work with. And you're in danger. Oh my God. Someone you work with is in danger? You remember you were saying, alright, what's going to happen next? You're going to have family issues, something in July, and fill in the blank. With somebody has blonde hair. Alright, let me get my other two decks out. This is getting juicy. Juicy, juicy. Alright, show me how this happened. May I see? Besides the death of a loved one, that's horrible, and I'm so sorry for your loss. The Catholic Church is somehow significant. What's being hidden? Somebody's boobs are involved, and it's a girl. So somebody was pregnant, or maybe it was a girl with boobs. You had dirty secrets. What's being shown? Interesting story, guys. This person was a brown-eyed girl. What's going to happen next? So it was a brown-eyed girl with boobs. Most people have boobs. Something in September. Pray and meditate. With somebody's nosy. Yeah. I think you've been talking to somebody you're not supposed to, or they don't want you talking to. And they're mad. They're jealous. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, show me how this happened further. You needed to pray. You had a lunch date, and I'm jealous of all the fun you have with my ex. Alright, what's being hidden? That somebody got arrested. So somebody secretly got arrested. What's being shown? We already see they went to prison. I'm pregnant. You're a player. And you took the day off. Okay. And what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Ooh, that flew out. Somebody's going to be practicing celibacy. And somebody had a fender bender. Anything else, Spirit? Somebody could have had a little fender bender. It's a boy. So you had a boy and a girl. It could have been twins. But maybe you didn't have the girl. You only had the boy. Or maybe you secretly had the girl and people knew you had the boy. Your heart's desires here. Anything else, Spirit, that we need to know? You need to go slow towards your freedom. Go slow, you got your freedom, and go for it. Go slow, your freedom's here. You have to go for it now. Time for you to go for it. These two cards are stuck together. There's a crazy bitch involved. Oh, you want to go for it when it comes to kinky sex. And on the bottom of the deck is teenage attitude issues. But somehow there's a teenage attitude issue involved here as well. Woo! What a reading! What a reading! Is anybody grasping this reading? Wow! Thank you for the details, Spirit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry about the death and sorry about the drug addiction and the incarceration and all of the... Somebody's been through an awful lot of stuff. Alright, Spirit. Now, let's look at this and see what exactly is it. First, we want to look at one more thing before we move on to that. What would this person say, the one that got in all this trouble? What would they say? They would say, the passion is too much and it's dark without you. Alright, what would they secretly say? Why can't I move on from you? And I don't know who I am anymore. And what would they outwardly say? I need to figure myself out. Why is it that you love me? I can't do this right now and it hurts me so much. And what's going to happen next? You triggered me. What else is going to happen? So you've triggered this person. I can't promise you anything. Alright, what would the other person say? They would say, this love is crazy. And don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. So you're mistreating this person. And I'm afraid to lose you. It looks like they're saying, you're not going to mistreat me again. I'm not afraid to lose you anymore. It looks like whoever this was, you're no longer... Like, this person at one time had an obsession with you. But they've gotten over it now. And they're not going to put up with it. You've triggered them. And they're like, I'm not promising you a damn thing. I don't owe you shit. After everything you put me through, I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you shit anymore. It looks like they're sorry. But it doesn't... There's something that's not... There's something that's disconnected here. Spirit connected. There's something missing, and Spirit's got to show me what it is. Hold on, we'll find out. What is it that I'm missing, Spirit? May I see, please? Okay. Give me 1 second here. Show me what I'm missing here. What is going on with this relationship situation here? Show me how this happened. Somebody was playing games. They rejected you. And you were just needy. You were just so needy that you couldn't deal with the fact that they rejected you and that they were really playing games. Like, you thought this person really cared about you. Wow. What was being hidden, or what is? that you're no longer stuck in the past. All right, what are you doing now? Somebody's being criticized. Somebody's getting criticized. Why are they getting criticized? Because they don't do anything. They're too passive. And everyone leaves in reverse. So it's like I don't do anything and people just are attracted to me. And I don't really want that to happen, but it does. You must be beautiful. That's what's going on in secret. Is you don't care. And people, when they come around you, they get like stuck on you. It's like, I think a lot of people, when they see you, you draw people. You really, like, you remember it said in the initial reading that people were, like, attracted to you and they wanted to know more about you because you were so charismatic and so interesting. You had great ideas and things of that nature. Like, it's like that people are naturally drawn to you. You're a natural, you're born to stand out. And because you try not to, but you can't help it. And you try not to put too much yourself out there too soon. All right, and what's being shown? That you're not going to make excuses for getting hurt. What? And people say love is the answer. You're like, don't make excuses for getting hurt. Don't stop making excuses to get hurt. Love is not always the answer. You need to work on what's really going on in your life. Alright, what's going to happen next? Somebody's got a lot of anger. Somebody's unavailable. And there's somebody who's being comparing. They're comparing each other. Oh my goodness, you're burned out too. Why are you unavailable? Because of somebody rushing. You can't hurry, love. Why are you comparing? Because of sex only. So one of these people you want to have sex with and the other one you don't. Wow. Wow. And look, this makes somebody feel unworthy. Yeah, this person turns you on big time. I feel it. Like, I feel it. Woo. Woo. Why are you rushing? Because you have no expectations. You don't know what to expect. What do you mean you don't know what to expect? You have fear of losing this. And you feel like somebody is going to get back into that addiction. You're afraid of losing this person to their addiction again. And you're not putting up with any more abuse. What's the truth about the addiction? They're ambivalent. They feel like this is too hard. And it's true. This is true. They don't really care. They feel like recovery is too hard. And it's true. You're not going to tolerate any more abuse, though. Whatever stories you're hearing about this person are true. It's like you're being told this person is also not hiding their feelings. Let's see how they do feel. Ooh, I'm so sorry going through this. This is horrible. I don't know what their addiction is. It doesn't have to be drugs and alcohol. It could be work. It could be you. Like, they could be obsessive over you. It could be food. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. Work, I said that already. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I think for a lot of people, though, it is addiction. Drugs and alcohol, pills, ADHD, diet medication, caffeine, nicotine, whatever. But it's something that's really destroying this person's life. And you know it puts you through hell one time, and you don't want to go through that again. And you don't trust this person because you kind of see the same. I think you're seeing the same characteristics that you saw before they went to prison in them. All right, show me how they feel. Show me how this person truly feels about the collective. Like it's hopeless. Like you're longing, but this is hopeless. I might want this to work out, but it's not going to. I see that it's not going to happen. Show me how this person feels about the collective. They're conflicted and they're longing. Something's turned over. I think there's a couple of cards turned over. Okay. Somebody's not at peace. So there's a lack of peace here. Okay. Finality and past life. Okay. So past life can mean either deja vu, repeated patterns, or karmic lessons. Or it can mean like an ex. Somebody you've been through this with before in your past. Or it can mean a lifetime. If you believe in other lifetimes. I don't know if there are other lifetimes. I've only been living this one. And I don't know what comes next. So I'm not going to say that there are or there are not past lives, okay? But right now we're having this life. And this is about deja vu. Something you've been through before. You feel like you've been here before. You've been through these lessons and they were karmic. And you don't want to go through that again. And you're not at peace. It came out all in reverse. So how they feel? How do they feel? They're lusting. What do you mean? Why are they lusting? Remember they wanted sex only? Because of them being at their breaking point. They're almost at their breaking point. Look, Divine Feminine is here. How do they feel about Divine Feminine? They feel like somebody is not into witchcraft. They're not negative, and they're not putting any curses on anybody. But they're being dishonest and deceptive when it comes to a soulmate and returning. So that's how they feel. Either that's how Divine Feminine feels, or that's how you feel about Divine Feminine. Reverse any roles you need to. So somebody is lusting and they've almost hit their breaking point. This person that they feel is being dishonest about returning and a soulmate. And they're not into witchcraft. Some people might say that about them, but it's not true. And you're at a distance or acting distant from them. Why is soulmate and healing, why did I say healing? And return in reverse for this person? What's the truth about the returning and the soulmate? And dishonesty of it? This causes this person to be afraid, to be cautious, and to be apprehensive. That's why they have no courage. They're afraid. And it has to do with their friends and their family. And look, escaping. So what's going to be the outcome of returning and soulmate? There's going to be chemistry. Why are you telling us that? That could be an argument. Because of making a mistake in the past, having karma, not releasing, and running. So in the past, the reason why there's chemistry here is you're getting ready to have an emotional storm. And it's because somebody is going to stop running, let go of somebody that's karma and that's caused them. They're letting go of the mistakes they've made in the past. They're going to stop running. There's chemistry and they're going to stop running, let go of the past, the karma, and the mistakes. Okay. And then what will be the outcome after they do that? They're going to escape, avoid. What are they escaping? What's the escaping about? I'm going to put soulmate back in. What are they escaping? They're escaping from the fantasy of intimacy. You remember they had no lust? It's like they're getting out of a situation where there's no intimacy and there's no fantasy about it. And what will that lead them to? Apology. Why are you apologizing for that? Because you want to have a new beginning. With whom or how? What do you mean new beginning? What's your new beginning? Okay, it's about time to move on. Your new beginning is you chasing possibilities. And your heart's not open. You have heart fog. Oh, card turned over. And you have no boundaries. It's not only you and there's heart fog. So you're chasing possibilities, but it's not that you're receptive to love or that you're drawing the line and saying, I don't want anything to do with you. Well, what is it then? It's not only you. I'm not devoted. I'm not attached, and I don't crave you. I'm tired of this third party. So what are you wanting to do? You're distracted because of spying. So you're spying from fake accounts. You're broken, you're under stress, and you feel like this is hopeless. Anything else we need to know here? You're conflicted. Why are you conflicted? Because of feeling like you're divine masculine and that this is hopeless. And you abandoned somebody. What's the truth about being hopeless and being divine masculine? That somebody's realizing this. What do you mean they're realizing what? They're realizing that they've been abandoned, or they abandoned and there's a soulmate. They're realizing they're going to have to walk away from a soulmate. What will be the outcome of doing that? This will not shock anyone, and they're not going to be stubborn. There's not going to be a lot of ego. This is your family. So your family would not be shocked. And they would not be arrogant or stubborn. What would they be? They would be your divine feminine. That's what they would be. And they're hoping that you'll make this decision. Okay. Enough about that. I don't know how these cards do that, but they make perfect sense, don't they? Alright. Now, let's pull tarot on this and see what is going on. Spirit says use the red deck. Show me how you're working here. Temperance, Sagittarius. What's the energy to overcome? So this person is being tempered. That's good if they have addiction. That strength in reverse and having no faith. You feel like this is like hopeless. Ophiuchus, Leo. There's that Leo vibe. And we have Sagittarius here. And what's going to pull it together? Oh my goodness. The devil is here. Oh my God, y'all. Look. The Emperor and the Empress just came out with the devil upright. These two people have a strong desire to be together. And that's what's going to pull it together. Wow. Did not see these two people. If you're not together already, they're about to be together. They don't show up on my table until they're about to be together. So you're either going to be together emotionally or physically. But there's a decision about to be made. and there's a strong desire. You have a lot of respect because this person has a lot of integrity. And it's like your friends and your family don't believe that this can work out between the two of you. Who cares what they believe? Look, there's about to be that wheel. The wheel is coming. We've been talking about this wheel. And remember, I kept telling you, it's moving slowly. It's moving slowly. All right, let's see what's going on here. Why is Temperance here? Because of the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So it's like the end of some really stressful time in somebody's life because of a job. They're going to have a job. They're going to work something out. The Page of Wands and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So you're going to have this really exciting idea. And you're going to be like, hey, let's get together and do so-and-so. That bandage is coming off my arm. The Three of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So that can be like a friendship and somebody's been through some heavy stuff because of this friendship. Or it can be a third party, which could be the alcohol, the drugs, the addiction. Look, this Ten of Wands and the Star in reverse. So it's like all this heavy stuff that you've been through is making you feel like this is hopeless. Alright, why is Temperance here for the collective? Because of Judgment in reverse. Okay? Major Arcana, clarifying Major Arcana. That's big. Alright, why is your judgment not right? Because of... Okay. So what you're being tempered about is your addiction. You're tempering. You're using... The universe is giving you the vibes of temperance, and you're absorbing those vibes and staying away from whatever you were fixated on or obsessed with. You could have had an obsessive lover who was hooked on drugs, not hooked on you. It could have been both. Alright. Why is Strength in reverse? We already saw you were afraid. The King of Cups came out. This can be an Aquarius, a Gemini. Why did I say Gemini? It can be a Gemini, but it can. I think it can be any of the signs. It's just somebody who they're not really in touch with their emotions. Their emotions are all over the place. They're going through an emotional storm because they feel like they're not strong right now. And why is there faith in the reverse? Because the more Major Arcanas. Okay, the Hangman in reverse and the Page of Swords. So when you watch whatever you're seeing on social media, you see a different perspective. I think you feel like this person doesn't love you because of what you see. What's the truth? The truth is, Jesus, have mercy. The truth is that there's a Queen of Wands involved, and fill in the blank. So this is typically that Leo, and when you pair it with Leo's strength, this is a Leo. There's something going on with the Leo. And a King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And then we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here with self-deception. So it's like you're deceiving yourself about how this person feels because of a Leo that's involved. Alright, why is the Emperor here? Holy cow. The High Priestess and the Fool came out. Why is the Empress here? Because of the Page of Cups. So that's a friend of yours. This Empress is your friend. And why is the Devil here? Because of a freaking tower? There's a tower when it comes to the Ten of Pentacles. So there's a tower. It just hasn't happened yet. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And it's about your having it all. And this Emperor is not using their intuition about taking a risk. Why are they not using their intuition? Because they don't realize that this is death. This is going to be death. This is a Scorpio vibe that's going to transform your situation. You have to take a risk, though. You have to be ready when the universe says jump to jump, because this is about you letting go and not being so controlling. The universe is going to help you to stop being so controlling. Alright, and why is your tower here? Because, ouch, that death, or there's some kind of ending. Painful, painful shit. And you're going to have to recover your stability. Why is your Ten of Pentacles here? Because you're going to regret comparing somebody and not showing them any love. Somehow, when it comes to your money, there's going to be a painful ending. And then you're going to have to recover from this painful ending. And how will you recover? You're going to have a lot of fond memories. You're going to realize something about what you put in is not what you got out. And what's the wheel? That's going to change it all. The wheel is you're unbalanced. The Knight of Pentacles is here with strength. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? So this wheel is going to cause you to not be able to get anywhere financially. That's going to be the problem for you. Why are you not able to get somewhere? Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Because of the Queen of Pentacles and the Sun. This could be the Sagittarius, or it could be a Capricorn. It's either a Sagittarius, Capricorn, or Virgo. Could also be Taurus. This person is where your happiness is. But you can't get to them because you don't have the money. So what's going to be the outcome here? This could be the Empress right here. You're going to get over this. The Chariot is here. I think you're going to travel to see this person. Why is the Chariot here? You're getting a lot of major arcanas to clarify your stuff. Why is the Chariot here? Because something's going to be over. You're going to get over something and it's going to be over. But there's a lie somehow. This is not true. What do you mean the world is here? Why is the world here? Because of wish fulfillment. So whatever's ending here, if you're traveling, this happiness is your wish fulfillment. There's a wheel where you're going to... Okay, what I see here is you're going to have an ending. Maybe with this Leo, because you don't love this person. It looks like you're going to have a painful ending with them. And you're going to lose a lot. You're going to regret the fact that you never showed love to the right person. And you've lost a lot already because of not doing that. The universe is going to help you to know when to hold on and when to let go. Do you remember that? To know when to hold them and when to let go of them. That's what the universe is teaching you. And that's why it's saying you don't know when to take a risk. So the reason why this Emperor is being taught the lesson is because he doesn't know how to tap into his intuition to know when to take a risk. Because it's scary to take a risk. That's a natural response. But when your intuition is involved, it will tell you when to take a risk. And you need to be taught that lesson. And the universe is sending Scorpio your way to teach you that lesson. And Again, something's going on with your teeth, or you're going to have x-rays. Somebody could have blue eyes. You could smoke cigars or something. But you need to learn when to hold on and when to let go. And you're going to be taught that. And it's going to come through a tower that's going to cause you to lose a lot. There's going to be an ending when it comes to a Leo. Fill in the blank. Whatever the ending is fill in the blank. And this is going to cause you to have to recover your stability. It's almost like something's going to happen to this person that's going to cause, it's showing up as a feminine, but it could be a masculine, to lose everything they own. And because of them no longer having anything, you're not going to have anything except for this friend that you have a strong desire for. They were always jealous of this friend for whatever reason. Or the friend was jealous of them, vice versa. I don't know, maybe both. But whatever this is that's ending, you're going to regret comparing these two people. And all you're going to have is memories with this Leo. And you're not going to be able to get anywhere because basically I think you're going to feel lost in all of this loss. And somebody that brings you a lot of joy, the one with the integrity, they have success. And they are going to help you to have acceptance with whatever happens to you right here. And they're going to help you maybe to travel to see them or to travel somewhere, maybe internationally. They're going to help you to travel once this is over, and it's going to bring wish fulfillment. All of this is coming through a wheel and some unexpected setbacks. I hate to be the one to tell you. Can you show me what might be happening here? Why is Sagittarius here? Because of your friendship. Okay. Why is Strength in reverse? Because of your partying. And why is Faith in reverse? Because of somebody having to be eliminated. And why is the Emperor, the Empress, and the Devil here? Because of focusing on yourself. What do you mean focusing on yourself? You're clueless. You don't know this is coming. You don't see this coming. You don't see this coming. Can you show me what is coming? Some late nights. What else? It's not the right time. You're not going to be able to pretend that you can't practice forgiveness. Why do you need to practice forgiveness? Spirit says it's something telepathy. It's something to do with your telepathy. Clarify that further. It has to do with your escapism and not having any strategy for that. Alright, and why is the wheel? The wheel is a fling. Why are you having a fling? Because this person is all in your head and you're having a rebound. Why would you have a rebound? Because of not wanting to reconcile and then pushing your button. You got away. Are you going back to the person you're having the rebound on? You're not going to apologize, but you're not going to be arrogant either. What are you going to be? Fantasizing. Because you have a secret love you don't want to lose hope about. So you're leaving this person because you want to be with this secret love. And you feel like this person's not going to forgive you. There's something that you're clueless about, though. You don't see it coming. And Spirit's saying that over and over again. And I don't think Spirit's going to show me what. Can you clarify fill in the blank? You got away. Don't be haunted. Don't be desperate. You're going to feel desperate. It's like, I'm going to be feeling desperate because somebody got away. But don't be haunted. Don't be haunted. And don't wait. What do you mean don't wait? This is true love. You need to go. It's true love and it's your choice. So this person is going to tell you that you need to go because I know you truly love that person. And that they are your choice. You don't want to live your life like a player. Go be with the person that makes you happy. That brings you so much joy. This person is going to be unselfish. And it's going to hurt like hell. Why are they doing this? Because this situation is causing this Leo a lot of burdens. They don't want to be competition anymore. What do they want? They don't know, but they just want to work. They don't feel divinely guided here. Why don't they feel divinely guided? Because of the timing, missing you, and this was unintentional. They didn't mean for this to happen when it happened. It was unintentional. They just were missing you. And then now they know you're self-pleasing because you're not in love with them. You're not even attracted to them. I don't even like you. So what's going to be the outcome of the friendship? You're not going to trust the plan. Why not? Because you feel like somebody can't be trusted. What's the truth? They're helpless and not healing. So what are you going to do? Move on. You don't realize it, but they're going to move on and have a commitment. You're going to move on and have a commitment. You do not see it coming, and you're not. When I say that, you don't believe me. You're like, no, I'm not. I would never do that. This person is going to insist on it. This is Leo. They're going to insist that you do that because they're realizing, and they're saying, we're not right for each other. You don't love me. You don't even like me. It's like your heart's with them. Go be with them. That's the feel that this has. Alright. Anything you want to say out of here? There's no balance. Alright. What do you mean there's no balance? Warning. There's a warning when it comes to no balance. What's the warning? Whoa. Trust. Go slow. And acceptance. Accept what? Integrity. Why do we need to accept this integrity? Because this person is no longer playing hard. What do they want? What do they want? They're unavailable, but I've lost my patience with you being unavailable. So what's going to be the outcome of that? There's going to be a decision made about a marriage because of finances. And what will that decision be? Healing. Outcome of healing. There will be an apology. And what's going to happen to the friend? The friend is going to get a second chance. There's chemistry and there's interference. Why is there interference in the second chance? Because they're not with you right now. What's going to be the outcome, though? Whoa. There's going to be a new love because of no abundance creating obstacles, and it's not true love. Alright, outcome of the new love. A spiritual lesson. And what's that lesson? To put away the computer. Why? Because something is strictly sexual and you're longing. What do you mean? You're on different pages and you need to master this lesson. Master it how? There needs to be boundaries because of passion, forgiveness, a soulmate, an obsession, and an awakening, and time apart. Outcome of time apart. Your past life love, use your intuition. Remember I said it could be an ex. I can't remember what I just said, but somebody understands what I'm talking about. Okay, and it's all because there's no balance. It's like your relationship is not balanced somehow. Alright, I feel like there's one more thing that we need to do. There's about to be this transformation, and it's coming because this man is no longer in love with this woman. And they have a lot of memories, but he's been comparing her to other people. It looks like he has a friend, and he is not using his intuition because Spirit's blocking it, I think. Anytime I have the Emperor and Empress come out together like that close, and look, all these cards related to the wheel. The only one that's not so great is the one where they're unbalanced, and it's the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like they have no strategy. They're trying. They can't even come up with a strategy. There's the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, the World, and the Nine of Cups. So whatever is ending here, this person that doesn't have a strategy, they're going to be so happy with this woman, or they are this woman. They're going to overcome, travel, the world here. So there's a huge era in their life that's coming to an end, to their wish fulfillment. Somebody here is going to end up with a lot of happiness and probably a lot of abundance as well, is what it looks like to me. Alright, let's talk about that for a moment. What is going to happen with the abundance? Spirit said use these cards. May I see what's going to happen with our abundance here, Spirit? What's going to be the outcome of the abundance here? Unfolding came out in reverse. It says, access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You're growing as you learn more and keep expanding. Okay, but see, it's like you can't. It's like you have no opportunity to grow. And see, that's what we saw over here. Alright, so what should we do differently? You don't have any choice. Something's locked. It's like you can't get into something because it's locked. Alright, so what's going to be the outcome for this collective? You're going to get answers. You will resolve your current situation soon. Work wise and find unique ways to stand out. You find a new opportunity with job security. And you're not going to be shedding. You are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards and work well in healing. You would work well in healing and medicine. But that's in reverse, so I'm not sure that that's even part of our reading. Alright. Why are we not unfolding? Because you need to make an investment, and your parenthood is here, but in reverse. So there's a problem with the parenthood and making an investment. Alright. What's going on with something being locked? It's like you can't explore. You have no options. Remember, no options? What are the answers? You're at a crossroads about that. And what do you go, if you go left, what will happen? If you go left, what will happen? The media and a surprise. There will be a surprise in the media. And if you go right, what will happen? Spell work. Outcome of the spell work. You won't be able to sell or buy something. Is that a good thing? Somebody will have to share. Outcome of sharing has to do with your legacy in the past. It has to do with you having no legacy in the past. And the office first. So will you have a legacy? Let's see. Will somebody change their decision about your legacy and sharing it with you? Somebody will be growing up and transportation came out in reverse. Why are they in reverse? Because of a crafter, science, and caution. I'm going to tell you what it looks like to me. It looks like to me I'm not going to tell you what it looks like to me, but it's going to change. Don't worry about this. I'm going to tell you what it's a crafter, science, and caution. It could have something to do with DNA, and that's why you weren't put in the will. You may not be related to these people biologically. And for some reason there's craft work. That's the crafting there. So you need to be careful crafting, doing spell work, and using science. Somehow you're using science to do spell work, and all of the things that are happening are coming out in reverse. I would go to the left. Outcome of the surprise in the media. You'll have options, a helper, and it's not quite time. What do you mean it's not quite time? For you to have growth. But when it is time, what will be the outcome? A new beginning, making peace, and not being alone anymore. Stay away from this avenue with the spell work. Outcome of staying away from that avenue. Gaia came out. Why is it in reverse? Because you are going to have real estate and manifesting a business. Stay away from the spell work. You don't know what you're getting into. Spirit is strongly heed Spirit's warning about the spell work. There's just sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. And right now Spirit is saying it's not going to work out. So leave it alone and stay away from it. Alright, spellcasters. How do you see this working out ultimately? You're going to get answers about why you have no prosperity. Alright. And what will the answer be? The Empress. Alright, what's being hidden? Freedom, empowerment, and love. And what's being shown? That you're finding something. What are you finding? Justice. And what's going to be the outcome? What's going to happen next? You're going to end the commitment because of no forgiveness. Oh, wow. Your family's in reverse. And no compassion. So it's like your family does not forgive you. And you're manifesting the end of a commitment. And no compassion. Is anything good going to come of all of this? The spirit guides are not even helping. Why not? It's like you're doing the wrong thing and you know it. You were told, you were warned not to come here. Beauty is in reverse, grieving is in reverse, and lightening your load is upright. with reconciliation. Who are you reconciling? You have no boundaries. Remember, you have no boundaries and you have no blessings. It's like you know who you are and you know what I'm talking about. It's like everything's been cut off from you because you're doing what you were told not to do. You're being disobedient. Spirit saying, stop it. Stop it. Whew. What a reading. What a reading. Alright, may I have guidance, please? Mermaid Soul, White Sage, and the Good Witch. $33, $23, and $13. Deep within, you know what excites and inspires you. Your job isn't to decide whether that inspiration is practical, realistic, or even possible. Human beings have been shown throughout history that the ideas which they once scoffed at as being ridiculous or impossible to achieve can become the realities that they rely upon and take for granted not long after. A natural part of their daily lives, not long afterwards, To avoid, why did I say that? You too shall move from doubt to wondering why you ever lived, how you ever lived, why you ever lived, or how you ever lived. I'm really messing up this reading. How you ever lived without this passion, idea, or inspiration of yours. Let the universe show off its incentive. Show off its, what am I talking about? Show off its somehow it's an incentive. Show off its creative flair for the unexpected and inspirational through you. Do not give up on what truly moves and inspires your heart, for soon enough it will be a part of your world. Wow. White Sage. It's safe to let things unfold as they will. You don't need to fix things nor try to force something to happen. The universe is already working things out for you. There's no need to question your vision or your intuition just because situations are working out differently to how you thought they would. The universe is a little bent and certainly has a sense of humor, but ultimately it is kind and knows the best way to accomplish all that needs to happen. You are a very important part of this. All things will come together in the correct way at the perfect time. The universe has your back. Trust that you are being helped. Number 13, the Good Witch. It's time to use your words. Speak up for what you want. If someone is saying negative things about you, or you are thinking negative thoughts about yourself, or maybe someone else, don't believe them, and don't sink to that level of lashing out. Instead, speak the goodness of beautiful truth that you want to affirm right now. Use the positive power of your words, thoughts, and incentives. Why did I say incentives? Intentions to override and replace the meanness, fear, hate, or jealousy of anyone else. The goodness in you is more powerful than the badness in anyone or anything. Okay? Alright. Y'all still with me? Everybody still here? If you'll get me a list together, Kayla, I'll answer some questions when I get back. I'm getting ready to take a break. What spiritual gifts are operating in this collective? Somebody's about to do some traveling. And that's what I thought I was seeing over here on the wheel. That wheel is going to lead to some travel. You're going to manifest what your desires are. Why are you traveling? Because of a rainbow? You may have made somebody a promise. Alright, or what else? You're going to have a new beginning. You promised somebody you wanted to have a new beginning. Outcome of your new beginning. The Lovers is here. And the clouds are somehow significant to this. Somebody could be flying. Your third eye is also a part of this. Use your intuition. I'm hearing go one more time. Butterflies and your loved ones in spirit. And look, you might feel like you've lost your mind. Or somebody may have had Alzheimer's, or somehow you felt a little bit out of your mind. You may have been out of your mind when you were on them drugs. But there is a very delicate and kind and loving feel to this butterfly card. It's like your family in spirit is saying, hey, we want you to change, and so we're going to bring the change that needs to happen in your life. We're not doing this to make you have pain. Yes, it could be painful, but we're doing this because something needs to change. Okay? And you're not crazy. What's the truth? The truth is that spirit guides are showing someone the doorway. That's where the clouds come in. And if you look at that doorway, he's not really walking outside. He's walking into the clouds. Somebody understands this. I'm not going to question it. I never need to do that. I need to let spirit be in control of the outcome. Alright, we'll get one more thing, take a quick break, and then we'll do questions. What would this person's best friend say to them about this situation? Good vibes only, and don't forget to have fun. Good vibes only, and don't forget to have fun. All right. Thank you so much for your support today, for all the likes. Make sure you're subscribed. I've had about 30 subscriptions fall off. So just double check that you're subscribed to the channel and that you have your notifications set if you want to be notified. And let me know if you have it set and you're not getting your notified. Okay, so I can know what's going on. But make sure you're subscribed, because some people's subscriptions got kicked out. I don't know why so many people would go at once, but they're gone. I don't know. Maybe I offended somebody somehow, and if so, I do apologize. I'd never mean to do that ever, and don't know how I did. If I did. Alright, guys, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back, and I'm going to get another candle to go there. Yeah, you need to go potty, don't you? Hang on, Mommy's going to let you go out. Hang on. Woo! This shot that I'm taking is supposed to cause the main side effect besides the diabetes, helping with the diabetes, is weight loss. So you guys will have to stick around and let me know how that goes, if you can tell a difference at some point. I'm only on week 2, So we'll give it a couple months. And then we'll see if we can see any difference in the weight loss. I'm hoping maybe at least 20 pounds. Hopefully that'll stay. Alright, I'll be right back. What up, Cosmo? You sleeping, baby? You mighty quiet in here. I'm coming, kid. That's right, come on. Where are you tonight? Be right back. Gotta let my dog in. He has to go potty. Where you at, Roberta? Battery full. Battery ain't nowhere near full. Roberta. Roberta, how you get stuck every time over there? How you be getting stuck on there? What are you doing over here? What are you doing over here? Get out of there. You awake? You dead? I think she's gone dead.
Off the floor.
Go home.
Please put me back.
You're on the floor. Go home. Go home. Go home.
Start vacuuming while mopping.
There she goes. She's back on in business.
I am vacuuming and mopping the whole house. Low battery. Return to charge.
Oh, you got a cord stuck on you. Oh. I gotta give it to you. You keep this house clean.
Start charging. Alright, I'm getting ready to come back. Starting hot air drying.
I'm back. I think we need to have a worldwide strike. When it comes to working, I think we should work 4 days and have 3 days off. Like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Because we would get more done, and we would also have more time to spend with our families, especially our children. Okay, what's going on over here? Any questions? Thank you for waiting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all the likes, shares, subscribes. I hope someone has shared the reading. I don't even remember what it was about. I just know it was intense, and it looked like it was leading somebody to a lot of happiness. This person, whoever this is, this Queen of Pentacles, is going to have a lot of happiness. Are y'all still there? I don't see any new comments. What happened to my comments? Somebody comment. What's going on, Kailash? I sent you a message through WhatsApp, Kailash. Either we can restart the video, or you can tell me the questions through WhatsApp and I'll answer them. Thank you, baby. Okay, so first we have Asha. I'm gonna start with Asha. Do you want to post a question on WhatsApp? Okay. It's not showing up. Okay, I'll just take it from here. Thank you for being the first like. And it says, what will happen in my love life in the future? Will I ever meet someone in my life, or will I be single till the end? Oh, you sound like me, baby. All right, let's see. Let's try something. And in your love life in the future, you can go ahead and post the next question also if you'd like on here on WhatsApp, so I can go ahead and keep moving once I finish with hers. Will Asha meet someone new, Spirit? New only. New only. Will Asha meet someone new? Will Asha meet someone new? Will Asha meet someone new, Spirit? May I see, please? Oh, that was powerful. Asha, look. Yes, you will meet someone new, and it's going to be choosing a new direction. So choose a new direction, and yes, you will meet someone new. Look, yes again, Asha. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Can you show us anything about this person? Show us anything you can about this person, Spirit. What can you show us about this person? What kind of person are you going to be? Ooh, they're shy. They might be secretly admiring. And they feel like there's no hope right now. Alright, show us what you can about this new person that Ash is going to meet. They feel like this is hopeless. Why do they feel like this, that it's hopeless? It has something to do with family. Okay, what's the truth? That you'll be better off, you'll have happiness, and your head will be clear. And they won't be they won't have a lot of ego. This is going to be someone who's humble. They think you're beautiful, or they will think you're beautiful. They're going to see your beauty, okay? All right, show us more about this person that Ash is going to meet. They could be a Capricorn. The devil is here. Why is the devil here? Because this person it's like they have a strong desire, but they feel like they can't talk to you. They can't move in your direction. Why can't they move? Because there's a change that has to happen first. There's a lot of major arcana showing up in your reading for someone new. Clarified death. They could be a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, or a Scorpio, or have all of those placements. What's the death? A fall from grace. So somebody feels humiliated. They need to stop feeling humiliated. Someone here is going to have, they feel humiliated maybe because they have a history of addiction and feel like they can't get forward. Yeah, they feel like they can't move forward. What's going to be the outcome? There we go. Oh my gosh. Look, Asha, that was you at the end of the last reading. You are going to have so much happiness, so much abundance, and maybe even a car or travel. The Chariot is here. Queen of Pentacles, baby. And for some reason, this person feels like they can't get off the ground right now. But that's not the truth. The truth is that you're going to have a lot of happiness. Can we find out when this might happen? Can you show Asha when this might happen? When might this be possible for Asha? May I see Spirit? Within a month, and not in August. Not on a hot day, and not within a week. So it's going to be within a month you're going to meet this new person. Okay? A lot of possibility there. A lot of possibility for you. Alright, Kailash, can you post the next question for me, baby? Now we're going to move on to Space Cowboy. What is Space Cowboy's question? Thank you, sweetheart. I'd like to receive an energy check on what Armani feels towards me. Also, do I have a spiritual love blockage? Okay, is your name Tariq? Okay, Tariq. Do you have an energy blockage? Let's see. Does Tariq, I guess your name is, have an energy blockage? Improving health, and yes. Is there an energy blockage? May I see, please? Get more information on improving health. And that's what I was just thinking is I need to give you guidance there. Energy blockage, may I see? Improving health within the next few weeks. Perfect. Alright, show us if there's an energy blockage. Compromise came out. Yes. You do have an energy blockage, and I am going to help you to see what that might be. May I see, please, where the energy blockage is for space? Oh, space cowboy. May I see the energy blockage? Space cowboy! Golly. Oh my goodness. We might need to get you involved with some Reiki. Energy blockage for Space Cowboy Spirit. I want to get good, strong answers, please. Energy blockage for Space Cowboy. Where's Manu today? Energy... Space Cowboy? Wow. May I see the energy blockage for Space Cowboy? I'm definitely seeing a heart blockage, a heart chakra blockage. You may be having some pains in your chest. Energy blockage. Oh, Space Cowboy. Energy blockage, Spirit. I'll take them if you give them to me again. Energy blockage. Show me the most significant energy blockage that needs to be dealt with. Energy blockage for love. There we go. That's what I thought. Okay. Okay. The second chakra, your sacral chakra, your abundance. I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of anything that I require. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive. I am open to receive now. I remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. The fourth chakra, your heart chakra. Compassion and forgiveness. I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past, and I remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved than it was at the time. I am compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. The sixth chakra, the third eye, intuitive perception. I know that what my intuitive senses tell me are true. I open myself to the truth that is written. Why did I say written? I open myself to the truth that is within and around me. So there might be something that's also written that you read, and I know that it is there for me to receive. I practice developing my intuition, and I know that it is a major aspect of who I am. In the stillness and silence of meditation and contemplation, I will experience and know the truth. And your base chakra is also involved. Building a strong foundation. I create stability and security by adequately providing myself with the basic needs of a healthy life, such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I use my creativity to build a strong foundation, as this is essential key to my survival and growth. The more inner and outer stability I have, the more grounded and fulfilling my life will become. I request why did I say request? I respect myself and take care of my physical body by nurturing and nourishing it. My body tells me what it needs. And then on the bottom of the your seventh chakra, your crown chakra, meditation and silence. I sit still in meditation regularly, as I know there is power in silence. I seek out stillness during some part of every day. In the silence, I am open to receive without asking and without expectation. In the silence, I will hear and see the truth. Rest, tranquility, and peace are rejuvenating to my spirit. Miraculous emotional, mental, and physical healings are available when I am open to receive. That's beautiful. So you would probably benefit from a lot of meditation, a lot of focusing on these energy centers. You can get yourself a singing bowl, and it'll come with a kit, and it'll have all of the chakra stones. You can benefit from having those stones and carrying them around with you. This one right here is the base chakra. That's the base. This is the sacral. This is the throat. Yours didn't come out for throat. Not yet anyway. This is the heart. This is the solar plexus. But get a kit with a singing bowl if you can that has those chakra stones. Carry those around with you. And I also want to give you a mudras. I haven't done a mudras in a while. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hope so. Somebody taught me how to say it. Let's see what you might be able to do with the mudras. Alright, mudras, Spirit for Space Cowboy. May I have one, please? I got two. That's fine. Okay, three. Alright. So the first one says Surabhi Mudra, wish fulfillment gesture. As I hold this mudra, I offer benefits of my practice of someone in need of positive energy. Okay. I have to look at the page number 39 in the book. And this is what it says. Surabhi Mudra. This mudra is named after Surabhi, the miraculous cow of plenty, who can provide you with whatever you need or desire. It can help you to transcend barriers, especially if they are self-imposed. Joining different fingers combines the elements they represent, which magnifies their potential to calm and elevate your consciousness and ground and balance your mind. Bring the tip of the little finger of your left hand to touch the right finger and the little finger of your right hand. So let's see if we can do this. Hold on. So you bring the tip of the little finger of your left hand to touch the right finger, and the little finger of your left hand to touch your left ring finger. Ooh, I guess like this. And your right hand to touch your left ring finger. Okay, so like this. Ooh, how do you do that? And then little fingers of each hand with the index fingers. Oh my goodness. Extend the thumbs and bring the ends together. Good grief. You heard what I said. I don't think I'm doing it right. There we go. I think it's got to be like this, and then that one's got to cross over. Okay, figure that out. You heard what I said. Rewind it if you need to. That one's hard. Alright, bringing my hands into this, the kurma, inward drawing gesture. Bringing my hands into this mudra, I close my eyes and let the sound of my breath prevent my senses from engaging with my surroundings. Alright. These are interesting, to say the least. Okay, with this one, Kurma is Sanskrit. In Sanskrit means tortoise, a water animal comfortable on land. It represents someone who can adapt to survive by withdrawing within when necessary for protection. Bringing your hands in this intricate gesture blocks the outward movement of the senses. Some of you can probably do these by heart, and you probably know how they, go. Each hand does something different. With your left palm facing up, fold your left middle finger and ring finger into your palm. With your right palm facing down, bend your middle finger and your ring finger into your palm. Extend your right thumb and rest it on the base of your left wrist. Oh, Lord. Join the end of the right index finger to the left thumb. Okay. And then join the tip of the little right finger with the left index finger. I'm not sure. Okay. Join the end of the right index finger to the left thumb. Okay, I thought I did that. Okay, yeah. Wait. I was supposed to do it like this. Okay. And now, okay. Join the tip of the right little finger with the left index finger. Okay, so this one goes with that one. Where does that little finger go? Extend your right thumb. Okay, the right thumb goes on the base of the left wrist. The tip of the right little finger with the left index finger. Okay. Is that right? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something's not right here. Okay, but just listen. Each hand does something different. With your left palm facing up, fold your left middle finger and your ring finger and your little finger into your palm. So like that. With your right palm facing down, bend your middle and your ring fingers in to your palm. Extend your right thumb to rest on the base of your left wrist. Join the end of the right index finger to the left thumb, okay? And then with the left index finger, join the tip of the right little finger with the left index finger. Like that. I guess like that. Ooh, that's hard. You'll have to figure that one out too, because I don't know. Alright, so you got those two, and then you got this one. As I close my eyes in this mudra, I focus on my breath. With each inhalation, I hear it say, let each exhalation, I hear go. Okay, so I hear let with each exhale. So let go. You're inhaling and exhaling, let go. And the way you do your fingers is just simply like this. Your thumb to your middle two, and these two up. And you just say, let go. You just want to let go. You want to learn to let go, okay? And I'm sorry I couldn't do the other two, but it's taking a lot of time for one thing. And my hands are not that, they're not flexible. I should probably start using these more often. In fact, I think I'll leave them out so I don't forget about them. Okie dokie. So I think that gives you somewhere to start. What else was your rest of your question? You'd like to receive an energy check on what Armani feels. Show us what Armani feels, Spirit, for Space Cowboy. Like there's been a lot of ego and a lot of mistakes. Good question about the blockages, because yes, you do have quite a few. You need to stop making mistakes and being conflicted, she feels. Alright, hang on one second. Chasing and stop making mistakes. Show me how Armani feels, Spirit. How does Armani feel about Space Cowboy? Return came out, Space Cowboy. And withdrawn. So for some reason, she feels like she wants a second chance to make amends and have an opportunity. But she's lonely, single, and solitary. It looks like there's an energy shift happening. But I think that you do need to work on these blockages, because that's probably what's keeping the relationship from being together. Okay? So, question. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alright. Now, we have Alicia. What is Aaron's next action towards me? Alright, let's see. What is Aaron's next action towards Alicia? Show me with the tarot what the next action might be towards Alicia. The Seven of Wands and the Knight of Coins in reverse. For some reason, we're getting a lot of the... It's like they can't decide what they want to do next, but they're determined. So it's like, I don't know how to get out of this place that I'm stuck, and I want to walk away from it, but it's like I'm stuck here. What's his likely next action towards Alicia? May I see, please? King of Pentacles and Knight of Coins. So maybe he's going to step up his game. Likely action towards Alicia next. May I see, please? Ooh. It looks like this person is... Why is the Magician in reverse? Because they want to be happy, but they're not coming up. What's the ideas they're coming up with? They don't have the courage to do what has to be done here. They're trying to manifest happiness, but they're not. How are they manifesting happiness with the Magician in reverse? It's almost like... Okay, that's the problem right there. This person has been drained and defeated. And they're manifesting happiness even though... Something don't add up. What am I missing? Something's missing here. Okay, there we go. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Because of a new love that's being... Ooh. It looks like he's not going to go after somebody new. And that's going to make you happy. It's going to be like you're... Okay. This person is a deceiver. They act like they're happy when truly they're drained and defeated. They have no courage. But they think that they have happiness. It's like they're very deceived. It's like they're deceiving themselves. And they were... It looks like planning on moving towards somebody new, or you are, that's going to bring wish fulfillment. Clarify why the Ace of Cups is in reverse. This person's going to get humiliated. They're going to take a senseless risk and be humiliated. The Six of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Wands, all in reverse, to clarify the Ace of Cups. So this Ace of Cups is the Knight of Wands. It's like they don't have the courage. They don't have the courage. They don't want to change, and they're going to humiliate themselves. How are they going to humiliate themselves? The Ten of Cups came out. So maybe this is going to be... This person is real confusing. How is this your wish fulfillment or their wish fulfillment? Because they're grateful to be in this relationship, but they have a lot of past trauma. This person is going to try to do something thinking that they got some junk in their trunk. I'm going to put it like that. And I want to find out what that is. What are these person's hang-ups when it comes to being in a relationship? Sometimes they might act like they're too busy. What else? They have a lot of anger. And it's like they're with somebody who just won't leave. Anything else? They're confused. That's what I was seeing too. It's like they think they're manifesting, but they're really not. They think they're happy and they're manifesting happiness. They have a lot of junk with them. I don't know if you want this person to come back. I'm going to be honest with you. You might really love them. How do they feel about Alicia? May I see, please? Show me their true feelings for Alicia. May I see, please? Uh-oh. Born to stand out in reverse. What are their true feelings? Okay, here we have it. They want to have a new beginning. They want to try again and start over. And stop being so frozen, so cold. And what will be the outcome? You're going to have a lot of memories. You're going to stop fighting. And they're going to stop being so shallow. So, maybe what they... Okay, but there won't be a second chance. Why won't there be a second chance? Because of abandoning. I'm gonna say this to you. This person is going to come at you and they're going to have all the right things to say. They're going to act like everything is different this time. It's going to be different this time. I promise you the world. But it's not. It's just not. What would this person say to Alicia? These feelings are eating me alive and I can't take it anymore. What can you not take anymore? It hurts so much. And why is it that you love me? Why is it that you don't love her? Because I can't do this right now. I can't let go of you and you deserve better. I can't make you happy. Drugs and alcohol in reverse. So that sun they were manifesting could have been drugs. Something didn't make sense because they were manifesting from a place of deception, of a magician in reverse coming up with the sun. That don't make any sense. But if they have drug and alcohol problems, that would be why. Alright. Well, how does Alicia not F herself, Spirit? Uh-oh, card in the wrong deck. That's happening a lot today. This is important too. There we go, right there. This person is superficial. And that's what I was saying. It's like they're going to come at you like everything's perfect. But underneath of all that, they're no different. How else can she not F herself? Escape materialism. Release your expectations around money. And no partying, no celebrating. Explore yourself. You're not planning your career and you need to feel what you feel. Okay? Whew, no. I'm just going to tell you as a reader what I'm seeing about this person. I would not suggest moving towards them anytime soon. I'm not saying that it can't happen or that they won't change, but they haven't. Spirit, should she move towards this person? Or should they move towards her? Spirit says, look for a sign and ask your angels. The situation will improve. Show me what the outcome's going to be. You're not going to get the answers you need because you need to meditate to get them. And it's up to you. Can you show me what might be the outcome? Listen to your intuition. It's not the right time. I'm going to let you decide because Spirit's indicating to me that you already know the answers to these questions. You just kind of want to confirm the answers. This person is very unhealthy. What is going to be the outcome if she moves back into a relationship with this person? They'll be pushing your buttons. You're not going to reconcile with them. They're going to have a rebound. Remember the Ace of Cups I saw? Okay, Kailash, next. I don't see Aaron as being healthy. Thank you, baby. Alright, shyness. Is there any exes that was my life that I should trust? Do you see anyone? Oh, that's a hard one. Well, let's just ask overall, are there any exes that can be trusted? Any exes that Spirit said no. Okay. In Shyness's life, any exes that can be trusted. It's not the right time for an opportunity, Spirit says. There's that opportunity. Any exes that can be trusted. Compromise, no opportunity. Any exes that can be trusted, Spirit? Any exes that can be trusted. Get more information and listen to your intuition. You're not meditating. You need to meditate to get answers. Can any exes be trusted? Can you tell me, please? You need to look for a sign. Don't stop. Forgiveness. Any exes that can be trusted. It's the right time for what? Romance. There's something better. Is there someone new can be trusted? Don't reconsider. What do you mean don't reconsider? Abundance. Wait. What are we waiting for? Improving health. So they need to heal. You're going to have big happy changes. You're going to have somebody new, I think. Is there a new love coming in, Shyness? Any new love coming in for Shyness? Let me see if there's any new love coming in for Shyness. Any new love coming in for Shyness? May I see, please? Oh my God, that's what I thought. Okay. Spirit is saying yes, within the next few months, new love is coming in for Shyness, but you have to choose a new direction. So don't go back to the exes. There's something better. You have a new person coming in the next few months. Can you show us what this person might be like? Show us what they might be like. Oh my God. Look, Divine Masculine came out in reverse. So this could be a Divine Masculine, just not yours. He could have a Divine Feminine that didn't wake up. Oh, or they could be pretending that they're not your Divine Masculine. Alright, what else will they... Oh my God, everything's coming out in reverse. Why are they coming out in reverse? Because of drifting. So, it looks like there's a Divine Masculine that's a friend of yours. They're drifting and saying farewell. Why are they doing that? Because of their pride and it's not the right time. So why are you bringing this person in if it's not the right time? Because of their longing to not be in despair. And this person's in, it's like everything's in reverse because of that. It's like they're in their head or something. Show me what's going on with this new person. Chariot came out. So that's the Taurus vibe that we're going through right now. Alright. This person is going to have a lot of willpower. They're going to come over something. They could be traveling. Why is the Chariot here? Because of the Hangman in reverse and the Five of Wands. So there's some kind of fight. This person's not seeing so. It's like they were with someone else and drifting from them. And they're drifting from them, but that's going to be advantageous to you because they're going to not see this person's perspective, outcome of this fight. Yeah, they're going to come in like the Knight of Wands. Why are they coming in like that? It could be a Sagittarius. Because they're looking at the fruits of their labor. It's like, look, let me see what I put in and what I get out. And what do they see when they look? That they lost their courage. They got humiliated because of a new love, it looks like. Or self-love. It's like, I didn't love myself. I didn't have the courage, and I fell from grace. I was humiliated. Why is the Ace of Cups here in reverse? Because there's going to be a Tower, and the Death card came out. This was in the original reading. Why is the Tower here? Fill in the blank. It's coming slowly, but it's coming. Why is Death in reverse? Because they're going to reassess their priorities and get their stability back. Somebody's told a lie and they don't have clarity. Outcome of this relationship. Somebody's going to overthink. What's going to be the outcome of that? Negative consequences. What are the negative consequences? They're going to lose motivation. Why are they doing this? Because of recognizing an opportunity with an Empress. And they're not a match for each other. It looks like they're having a breakup with this person that's coming toward you is breaking up with someone else. It could be a husband and wife. The Emperor and Empress can be husband and wife stuff. So you could meet somebody who is just split up with their ex because of not seeing eye to eye on things and just not getting along. They fight. There's just a lot of negativity in their relationship. What is it that they need? What do we need to know about this new person coming in? There's rejection and being needy. Why are you saying this? Because of don't be guarded. This person's been rejected because of somebody, or maybe they rejected their ex because their ex was so needy, and you're being told not to be guarded. What happens if they're not guarded? You could be the one that got rejected. You're going to feel like this is just too much. Alright, what else? You're going to be like, this is just too much and love sucks. Alright, what's going to be the outcome here? It looks like you're not going to want to do this. You're going to finally have security when it comes to shaming your body and feeling unloved. And you're not going to stay stuck. You don't need to be rescued. It's like this relationship is going to help you to get over somebody else. That's what it looks like to me. And how does she not F herself, Spirit? May I see, please? How does Shyness not F herself? May I see, please? Release your doubts, Shyness. You have some doubts. Let go of your doubts, baby. What else? Overcome the obstacles. And you need to have balance in your life. You don't love your journey. What else? You might have a tattoo around your arm. You're not living your dream. How does she live her dream? You need to work on your nutrition. And what else? Somehow nutrition is an issue. You need to exercise. You need to feel what you feel and declutter. So maybe that's why you body shamed. Maybe you are like me and you need to exercise more. And fuck being nice. It's okay to be nice, but not too nice. That's what I got for you. It does look like you have new love coming in. But if you're not careful, you're not going to accept this person's offer. Okay? Who's next, Kailash? You still here? You still with me, baby? Kailash? Thank you, sweetheart. Michael's current feelings for Sophie. Show me Michael's current feelings for Sophie. Okay. Thank you, baby. Michael's current feelings. Oh. Abandoned in reverse and tricky, dishonest. Michael's current feelings for Sophie. Loyal, but abandoned. Yikes. Your cards don't want to shuffle, baby. Michael's current feelings for Sophie. He's spying and he's abandoned. Looks like he left you. Show me his current feelings for Sophie. May I see, please? Damn it, boy. Alright. Okay. He's got clouded judgment about whether or not he misses you. And he's at his breaking point with fantasizing. What's he fantasizing about? He's lusting about being with you one day, someday, another time. What will be the outcome of that? He's going to chase you. Or you're going to chase him. And family. It looks like it's going to lead to family. So if you do end up back with him, use sexual protection if you don't want a baby. Outcome of chasing. Or you could have family that doesn't approve of this. Confusion, conflict, and somebody bluffing. So whoever's doing this chasing is not leading to anything good. It's not only you. So that's how he feels about you right now. He's got a lot of feelings about you, but they are conflicted and confusing. What needs to be worked on for this relationship to come together? May I see, please? This is all just too much. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. So don't put too much out there. Rejection is here. Alright. So what else needs to happen for it to come together? Don't tolerate abuse. This person might be abusive. Alright, anything else? We'll go one more time. Not being you, and this person sends you mixed signals. Don't put up with that. No. They're also maybe too demanding, or maybe they don't take your demands seriously when you have demands. Like, these could be legitimate needs you have, and they don't listen. They send you mixed signals, and I have no respect for people like that at all. Anybody else? Kailash? Oh, Esponja. Okay. I missed Esponja. I'm sorry. Hey, Esponja. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. What is it that Carlos is not saying to Esponja? May I see, please? What is it that that he is not saying? I feel lonely and I can't make you happy. What is Carlos not saying to a sponge spirit? I need to figure myself out. Right now, I feel like I can't make you happy. What would Carlos say to a sponger? What is he not saying? Sexual desire, I can't make you happy. Alright, show me what he's not saying. What is it that he's not saying? He's saying, I want out. He wants out, a sponger. And I am blocked. He knows you blocked him. And he wants out. Show me why he wants out. May I see, please? Let's look at him from this deck. Show me why Carlos wants out. What's going on with Carlos that he wants out? Somebody's hard to read and they're not having a rebound. Show me why he wants out. He doesn't care and he's having a rebound. It looks like he's not having a rebound, but he don't care. What is going on with Carlos? He doesn't know if he cares or not. It's like he's confused about his own self right now. I think he has addiction. Show me what's going on. Why is Carlos treating a sponger this way? Because of jealousy. What else? He's also partying. Anything else? He feels desperate. And he feels like he can't shut this down. And he feels desperate because you got away. Why does he feel desperate about you got away? Because of having a commitment and being worried. So what's he planning on doing? He's going to come out of denial. And what will that look like? He doesn't know how to come up with a strategy. So what's going to be the outcome here for a sponger? A sponger, somebody, you need to online date and you're going to be fantasizing. Fantasizing about what? I love you. How does Carlos feel about I love you and online dating? He's going to be haunted. So it looks like you're going to find somebody else online because of him not getting his mess together and partying and doing what he's doing. It looks like you're going to find somebody else, baby. Show me if a sponge is going to find somebody else, Spirit. Why is the Eight of Cups in reverse? The King of Pentacles is here. There could be a King of Pentacles in your life that you're going to go back to. Outcome of the King of Pentacles. Oh, the King of Swords just came out. Why is the King of Swords here? Because there's also a King of Wands here. Sweetheart. Anybody else want to show up? Oh my God. A Knight of Cups. A sponger. A sponger, listen to me. You have all kinds of men who would bend over backwards to be with you, sweetheart. Why are you waiting for this one? I understand you love him, but right now he needs some time to grow up, to heal, to get through his shadow shit. What is blocking a sponger? Thank you, baby. What is blocking a sponger from moving on? It's because he sends you mixed signals. Don't buy into that crap. And you're not being yourself either. You need to start being yourself. You need to rediscover yourself. You need to find yourself and move on. Okay? Okay. Manya, may I know what's coming towards me in love this week from Tarot? Still in separation. Okay, sure. Alright, let's see what's going on with Mock Spirit. Why are they still in separation? What's going on? King of Wands and Three of Wands. Ooh. Show me what's going on with Mox. Why are they in separation this week? Wish fulfillment. The King of Wands is here, but in reverse. Show me what's going on. Why is there no what's going to happen in the next week when it comes to this relationship? Show me the outcome of the next 7 days in this relationship. May I see, please? The Empress and the Eight of Wands. Show me the outcome this week. Okay. It looks like he's going to come back and try to show affection. The Knight of Cups is here. But it looks like he's going to do something that's going to cause him to be humiliated first. Can you show me what the Six of Wands in reverse? Oops. The Sun came out. Maybe he's going to realize that leaving you caused him, that the only way he's going to truly be happy is to come back. Show me why the Sun is here. Magician in reverse. And recovering from stability. Instability. So this person is doing the same thing that last person was doing. It's like, I'm humiliated, but I'm going to pretend like I'm happy. And what they're doing is they're manipulating because they need to recover their stability. I'm going to tell you what it has the feel of. It has the feel of somebody who's going to get kicked out. And they're going to come running to you for somewhere to stay. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Yeah, this person is going to, yeah. Be careful. Be careful. What do we need to know about this? Anything we need to know about this? Eight of Wands. Some accelerated motion. Towards what? Ace of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, and the Moon in reverse. Why is that here? Okay. This person was partying. And then it looks like they met somebody new that was a friend. And it caused them some dark times. It looks like they moved or are going to move real fast towards getting themselves in the jam. And then they're going to do anything they have to do to get you to take them back. That's what I feel here. That's what I feel is going on here. And it's, what would he say if he could say something since there's no contact right now? What would he say? Will you leave me like the others? See, like trying to guilt trip you? You're so different from everyone around me, and I'm better with my mind than my heart. We've heard that before. And I don't want any drama. I don't trust you either. What's going on with this person's spirit? What is he really up to? Can you show me? What is he really up to? He's being a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's not having a love affair. He's too busy winning. What's he winning? He's overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing. Why is he a wolf in sheep's clothing? Because he's moving on and he's not able to dodge bullets. Why can't he dodge bullets when he moves on? Because of scarcity tactics. It's like, if you leave, you can't have any money, that kind of thing. So, what's he gonna do? Act like he's into you? Just be careful with this person, look, and has a bad reputation. I'd be scared right now of him. Let me see how he feels about you. Show me how he feels. His true heart feels towards NAMASTE. He's having an epiphany that he's been avoiding you. Why is that an epiphany? What do you mean an epiphany? He's no longer confused. Why is he not confused anymore? He feels like he's better off. Better off how? Or you are with divine feminine. Huh. Okay. So what's he going to do? He's going to go through a whole bunch of feelings and then rejection. I feel like somebody's going to reject him and he's going to have nowhere else to go. And then he's going to realize that he's been avoiding you, but he's better off with you. So what's going to be the outcome of being better off with you? Maybe this is going to be what it takes to, lower his ego. Outcome of lowering his ego. Dark influences and no heart fog. What should she do here? No intimacy. Don't get sidetracked. This is an illusion. He's not going to get established. You're still going to be alone. I think he's going to end up getting dumped by the person he's been with. Or either he's going to meet somebody new at a party and they're going to dump him and he's going to end up coming crying to you. Talking about how, I should have, blah, blah, blah. And I think he's going to end up leaving again. Show me where he's at in this journey. He's going to return. Show me where she's at in this journey. You have free will. Alright, what's connecting these two people? You have free will as to not... there's a conclusion. What's connecting you is an ending. Okay, and I think that means the person that he's getting kicked out from. Okay, what happens if he returns? Okay, so there will be some money involved here. Alright, and anything else going to happen? There's going to be a metamorphosis. Alright, what does that look like? What's the metamorphosis? Okay. Okay. So, somebody's going to make an offer and they're going to stop putting this on pause because it's time. Alright, so maybe I'm wrong. There's a dark night of the soul. Why is he wanting to return? Because he can't refocus. What do you mean he can't refocus? He's realizing he was better off with you. Okay, there's the shadow work. He can't refocus. He's not doing the shadow work. And he's spying on you. Okay. So, how is this going to be a good thing? Somebody won't act like a victim. And they're stuck. What will they act like? Okay. Okay. They're going to act like there's a commitment that they're separated from with a soulmate and they can't heal. So they're numbing. You see what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm talking about. So he probably is coming back soon, but I want you to be careful. Spirit, can you tell me if he comes back in the next week, should Manya let him come back? In the near future, meditation. Okay. Should he be allowed to come back? Look, ask your angels. Unlikely. Will he be allowed to come back? No. That's what I thought. You're going to have success, though. Spirit's saying, don't let him come back. Don't let him come back. But remember, there was something about money. Why were you saying that there was money involved? Because somebody's not working right now. Okay, what does that have to do with money and the connection? Somebody's an artist, and they're self-made, but they won't change. Okay, so what's going to be the outcome? They're not going to settle. Not going to settle for what? Angelic help and a counselor. And managing their money. Outcome of the angelic help or the counselor. There's going to be a conflict in a partnership. There's going to be a shift. Remember this, managing your money, odd jobs. What's the shift? Remember I told you there was going to be a transformation. Somebody's legacy is in reverse. Why is their legacy in reverse? Because they're a rebel and their soul tribe is here. So it's almost like their parents are saying, we're not giving you anything until you straighten up and act right. Okay? Alright, I guess that's going to be it for today, unless somebody else has something they want to say. I hope you will continue to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for all your comments. I do go back and read them when I have the chance to sit down and listen to the videos. I'll probably do that this afternoon. Alright, thank you, Kailash. Thank you so much. Thank God we have this extra phone so we didn't have to stop the video. I hope the comments continued and I'll be able to read them all when I go back and watch. Alright, you guys have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day and week. Upcoming week. Namaste. Bye-bye.